Hello, this is Vance, and this is Friday, October the 3rd, 2014, and I'm trying to limit in right here. It's a second entry long off of this one right here, first entry, second entry. We're kind of close to this toss, but I think I'll limit in. I think we're going to be retesting this area right here. So, okay, I've limited in 3 contracts. It's a live trade, and I'm going to, my stop is below this most recent price action. So I'm going to put my stop right here. 3 ticks, and it's at right here is at 51. Here's at 36. My first 2 contracts are going to come off at 66. Okay, so I'm going to have sell at 66. 2 contracts here, and I believe that we're going to be testing this area, like retesting this more recent high right here. So it's kind of a range, maybe a little bit lower, but I'm going to put it right up here, and just before $91. So I'm going to put it, I feel comfortable putting it right there. So that's where I'm going to put it in. And as a result, and so what I'm going to do is, it's really based on this one right here. So, I mean, this is first entry, second entry down here. Didn't really like it that much. I wasn't really convinced. I thought maybe we were going to go lower because I was thinking that maybe we may have a measured move. Because I was looking at this maybe being moved back here. Some rejection that we'll be heading back. Oh, okay, oops. Or it hit. Okay, so I'm moving up, break even plus 1. And I'm looking for right here. Anyway, right here is the first move down. We had a break of this trend channel. It's almost like a double top here, and I was thinking we were going to retest this area down here, for this measured move. But as you can see, we kind of went into this this overlap, kind of hesitation anywhere below this area. So as a result, I was thinking that this is maybe more along the support right here. Maybe this was just an over-energetic move, an emotional candle that we can get back down below here. So I actually thought of going long right here, but it was just too early. And then we went into this overlap, and I felt like once price went down here, the first time this is like a first pullback to here, for the second pullback, didn't quite retest this area right here. And so I thought that was the area to kind of go long. So that's why I limited in right here. And price went up, and then it pulled back. So I limited in here, and that's where I am right now. That's where you saw this. That's why I put it in right there. Now, price closed up here. I limited in. I put my limit order here. It had to come back to limit me in. So it's more of a guess. And you can see that we're a little bit ahead on this one now. So, I mean, we're up at 24 ticks. I'm thinking that this is going to be hitting in this area, but I'm going to move this up a little bit. So we're below this one right here. So it's a little bit below this bar right here. We're trailing it by 1 bar. I think we'll kind of get up here, and if it gets up here within the next couple of bars, I'll just kind of tighten up. But we're 26 ticks ahead. Anyway, and that's so let's get rid of this. If you looked at the pre-market, which has just been up recently, I was late on the pre-market as well. I was thinking that any price below like $90 or like that kind of line in the sand, we didn't get quite down to there. I'm not saying we won't retest this area. It could very well be. We could be this. Could this be the test, and maybe this is just the first pullback, maybe this is the second pullback, and maybe we will head back down there off of this. But I'm not convinced of that. I like it. I like to move more to the upside, to recover, to move up to the overnight, for the opening price and to the highs, and at least maybe to this area right here. And so that's why I was more convinced of getting in down here. I guess when you look at it in hindsight, this would have run the optimum trade on the star, but I was watching this come down here, and it was just too. This came down too strongly for me to take a trade there. It was like too much. Whereas this one right here, it was you can see more hesitation in this area to go down any further, and especially after this long bar. This long bar came down, and then immediately turned around. So. It was an indication to me that there was like some buyers are already stepping into the market. As far as 15 ticks are concerned, I limited in off of this one, because there was still another bar pulled back, And now we get some bars. So I think that we still got, there's a good chance that we're going to get to this area here. Like maybe a Salt on 91. Well, that makes sense. And we'll just let it go. Okay, moving up a little bit tighter here. Not to be a pretty strong bar. It might turn around. It might come back on this area. It's a runner anyway, so. Unfortunately, just a little bit too deep a pullback. They didn't want to give it back that much. And again, given the circumstances of the volatility that we experienced, I'm pretty satisfied with that. 25 ticks on my runner. I'm pretty happy with that situation. Anyway, there you go. Demo trade. Just a quick trade. I'll look at maybe if price comes back down here. Maybe this is the establishment of the top of the trading range right here. That could very well be it. And that this was just an overshoot at this area, or maybe just an overshoot. Maybe this is the top of the trading range and this was an overshoot. It'll come back down and maybe we'll see some support here. Anyway, that's it for now. Hopefully that made some sense to you. That's it for now. If you have any questions, please let me know. This is Vance. Bye for now.